Our Y-Refi starting pitcher stats, a free agent signing in December. He is the first native Canadian starting pitcher in Diamondbacks history.
How about that? Coming off a WBC performance with Team Canada, started a couple games for them. You see his numbers from last season. As I mentioned in the open, he finished strong his last 5 starts. He didn't give up more than 2 runs in any of those starts.
Swing and a miss, and a good start for Michael Soroka.
7 strikeouts in 12 at-bats. For Carpenter, that's just a 95-mile-an-hour 4-seamer. Here it is. See what you can do with it. And Soroka blows it right by the leadoff man. Saw what happened here in Arizona.
Torres holding this time. Called strike 3. The fastball is there. And that's the 2nd strikeout for Michael Soroka.
Yeah, it seems funny. Most pitchers try to surprise a hitter with a breaking ball. Soroka, because he throws so many slurves, can occasionally catch a guy looking with that 94-mile-an-hour heater.
That's what they call it. Here's a bouncer to Arenado. And he wins the foot shuffle to the bag, just barely ahead of Torres. A long first for Soroka, but a 0 on the board. And there's the Tigers' top prospect and the #2 overall prospect in the majors. Corbin able to run it down.
Well, fortunately, some top spin on that line drive into right field. McGonigal, as you could clearly see, hits out of kind of an exaggerated crouch and kind of came up and over that baseball. Unfortunately, sinks just enough for Corbin Carroll to catch up on the warning track.
Corbin running it down with that speed. 1 away for Soroka. Our Michigan apologists. Yeah, I know. Swing and a miss. It's the slurve, and Soroka has struck out 3 the first 7.
For Dingler, it was easy to change nicknames because in Massillon, Ohio, they were the Tigers, and here he is in the big leagues for the Tigers.
Can't get confused that way.
Yeah, it goes down.
Meadows down there at 2nd. Called strike 3. There's the sinker. Michael Soroka in his D-backs debut. 4 strikeouts through the first 9. And he leads it 2-zip.
Of his pitches. If he starts hanging that slurve and leaving that fastball in the middle of the zone.
Called strike 3. Rung him up and caught him looking with that fastball. That's been an effective put-away pitch, Bob, as you brought up earlier.
Yeah, sure has been. I mean, he throws so many of those slurves, and there's scouts on the other side of the field, too. They know that. And
swing and a miss on the slurve. What a job by Michael Soroka in his D-backs debut. 2nd and 3rd, he strikes out Green and Torkelson, the 4 and 5 hitters. And it stays 5-0 Diamondbacks. Parker Meadows on deck, 2-2 on Dylan Dingler. Swing and a miss. Soroka's punched out 7 and 3 the last 4.
Well, I was talking about Alek Thomas and his confidence at the plate with his new stance, and the same thing goes for Michael Soroka, making his first start of the year in the...
Soroka just over 80 pitches as he starts the 5th. Javi Baez, the #9 man, leads it off for the Tigers, and he is a WW. Soroka through 4 1/3 has 8 strikeouts. He set down 6 in a row.
Would love to be able to get him through this inning unscathed. Put him in line for a victory. That's another thing you see a lot of early in this.
Wing and a miss. The slurve is dancing up there. 9 strikeouts.
Well, what a D-backs debut for Michael Soroka tonight. He has been on top of his game since the first pitch of the game. He may be throwing too many up to this point, but boy.
Got him! Michael Soroka strikes out the side of the 5th. It's an immaculate inning. How about that in your Diamondback debut in a home opener? 10 strikeouts through 5 and a 5-0 lead. Welcome to Diamondback land, Michaels.